Good day, my fellow Patsayans. We're from Group 3 and we will be discussing about an overview of frequency bands and their applications. Eliza Acho is here to begin the topic and explain what is frequency band. There you go.
Hello my fellow students. Today, we will be talking about the varieties of frequency bands. But first, what is a frequency band? A frequency band is a range in the frequency domain that is divided into lower and upper frequencies. The phrase could be used to describe a radio band or a portion of another spectrum. They encourage the equitable distribution of the electromagnetic spectrum on a worldwide scale and contribute to the development of the telecommunications industry. Every frequency band has also an ITU band and frequency. ITU, or also known as International Telecommunication Union, are the one who designated the frequency bands. So without further ado, let's now move on to the varieties of frequency bands. Let's start with ELF, or extremely low frequency. It has an ITU band of 1 and a frequency of 3 Hz to 30 Hz. ELF is utilized for underwater communication, particularly for the transit of pipelines. So the second one is SLF, or super low frequency. It has an ITU band of 2 and a frequency of 20 Hz to 300 Hz. SLF is used in the power grid and for underwater communications, but not as a transmitted wave. And for the last one, the ULF, or ultra low frequency. It has an ITU band of 3 and a frequency of 300 Hz to 3 kHz, or 3000 Hz. ULF is used for underground mining communications and military surveillance. That's all for me.
Next one is very low frequency. Very low frequency is a radio frequency band in the range of 3 to 30 kHz with wavelengths from 10 to 100 kilometers. It is used to examine the geo-environmental problems in shallow, low conductivity sedimentary layers in groundwater exploration and locating the position of anomalous source bodies beneath the surface. One example of very low frequency is that of blood flowing through our body, especially in our head and ears. It's a good thing that we can't hear it because if we could be deafened by it and hear nothing else. Evolution at work. Low frequency. Low frequency is the ITU designation for radio frequency in the range of 30 to 300 kHz. It is also referred to as the kilometer band or the kilometer wave since its wavelengths extend from 10 to 1 kilometer respectively. Some examples of low frequency sounds are severe weather, waves, avalanche, earthquakes, whale, elephants, hippopotamus, giraffes, and many more. Medium frequency. Medium frequency refers to radio frequencies in the range of 300 kHz to 3000 kHz. Part of this band is the medium wave AM broadcast band. The MF band is also known as the hectometer band or hectometer wave as the wavelengths range from 10 to 1 hectometers. Since medium frequency affords stable transmission of radio waves over long distances, they are used primarily for medium wave broadcasting, which is AM radio. Second is ship communications, radio navigation, and other applications.
Today, I'd want to discuss with you about a variety of frequency bands. The first is a high frequency band, also known as the shortwave band, in which the ionosphere bends waves well beyond the horizon and causes them to return to the Earth's surface. Its typical unit frequency of 3 to 30 MHz makes it suitable for usage in the aviation industry, particularly in radio communications and weather forecasting. The very high frequency bands comes next. It is difficult to bend around the curvature of the Earth and cannot be transmitted beyond the horizon. With a unit frequency ranging from 30 to 300 MHz on average. This frequency is utilized for analog television, broadcast, FM radios, and marine communication system. Among other things, the ultra-high frequency range follows which bends very little over the curvature of the Earth and is easily obstructed by large structure and mountains, with a typical unit frequency ranging from 300 to 3000 MHz. This frequency band, for example, is employed in modern wireless communication system with satellite television and mobile communications applications.
So I'm here to discuss about SHF, EHF, and THF. First, we go to SHF, which is the super high frequency. So this is known as the centimeter band or centimeter wave, which is the wavelength of this is around 1 to 10 centimeters. So the frequency range of this is 3 to 30 gigahertz. So the example of these are radar satellites communication, satellites broadcasting, and other applications more. So next is EHF, which is extremely high frequency. It is known as the ITU, which is International Telecommunication Union. It is designation for the band radio frequency as electromagnetic spectrum form. The example of this is radio astronomy and satellite communication, and also the one we are using always, which is the Wi-Fi. The frequency range of this is 30 to 300 gigahertz. So the last is the tremendously high frequency. Consists of electromagnetic waves, which is the ITU designated. The frequency range of this is 300 to 3000 gigahertz.